Shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom. You know, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. Now, I'm on break, so there's going to be a quick lesson again through the Spirit. And the Lord willing, I'm going to try every break that I have to come and do a quick video, right? A quick exhortation, a quick, you know, end times, whatever the most I put on my spirit to do. Lord willing, I can be consistent with that. But, you know, I'm finna get into Galatians chapter 2 and verse 4. Now, Galatians chapter 2 and verse 4 is so mighty because it tells you that you have agents in this truth. There's no new thing under the sun. You had agents back then, and you have agents now. You have people that wear fringes, men that have their beards, women got their head wraps on. They keep the Sabbath day, but they agents. There's a lot of agents in this truth, man. Don't think just because a brother have fringes on and he say shalom, he know the handshake, that he in the truth. It's a lot of brothers that labor out there daily. It's a lot of brothers that push this truth daily, but they agents, right? The agents, they sent from Esau. That's what the Lord said this. You can't just say, you can't just be quick to, what precept I want? You can't be quick to credit a man or a woman. It's Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Hey man, so when you meet a brother and sister, prove them first. Brothers and sisters that may be new, they're trying to learn about this truth. Everybody not sincere in this thing. When you come into this truth, it's a beautiful thing now. You find out you're an Israelite, you got to keep the commandments. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But everybody not going to be sincere in this thing. You have Pharisees, scribes, that's hypocrites, right? They want to be on high. That's pushing this truth for fame, right? You have people in this truth that's agents, that's sent from the so-called white man to act like they really about this thing to get inside information, right? To be able to they want you to be able to trust the agent. They want these brothers in these camps to trust these agents so you can tell them everything. He can tell your business. And these agents have a job to do, man. They getting paid. They're not really about this truth, man. So you have to really prove a friend. Really prove. Hey, look into that movie In Too Deep with Jay Reed and God. His name was Dwayne LL Cool J in the movie, but his nickname was God, right? Yeah, then Jay Reed, man, brother that played in 11 basketball. You got Jay Reed here, undercover cop, man. The whole time they thinking he really gangster, but he not. He's shooting in the car. He missing on purpose. They think he's aim off. No, he missing on purpose, right? He missing on purpose so they think he hood. Right? They got comfortable with him, start telling them everything, letting him run with them, right? He was an agent the whole time, but they didn't know that. Same thing with the truth. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that's agents in this thing. There's real life agents that work with the FBI. That's why you gotta be, hey man, you gotta be prayed up in this thing, man. You never know who an agent in this thing. That's why you gotta try their fruits. A man may be known by his fruits. The Most High expose it, man. He'll expose it. They spirit to be off. They'll try too hard. You can tell, like, they ain't really about this thing, man. They spirit off. You will tell that. But it's Galatians chapter 2 and verse 4. And that because of false brethren, unawares brought in. So false brethren. You have false brothers, man. This truth is this truth, us, you being an Israelite, is the truth. It's the realest thing on the planet Earth. So of course you're gonna have agents. Of course you're gonna have false brethren. You had those in the ancient times. So the Bible says nothing new under the sun. So you're gonna have these same things. You're gonna have false brethren that just might, their job is to cause confusion, right? Just say this. You have on the news, because they're going to try to slander our names real soon. So you might have an agent that's in the camp, right? Or he might wear his fringes, walking around saying he's Israelite, have Israelite on his shirt. He might do a mass shooting, right? They might use him they might use that agent to cause a mass shooting. So people can look at the Israelites and be like, dang, he with the Israelites. But not knowing he's an agent. Or you might have an agent, you might have a brother that's in a camp, right? He an agent the whole time. He trying to cause confusion and strife. Oh man, he bring a gun and let's go shoot all the Edomites, man. I'm tired of them. Let's go shoot all of them. Like what? He an agent. He's trying to cause confusion. He's trying to make us look bad. Anytime a brother try to make us look bad, 9 times out of 10, he's an agent. An agent unaware, a false brother, not really a brother. Trying to act like you're a brother. He knowing the handshake. How about Shema Shabrakatah? He dapping you up. You know what I'm saying? He's saying Kwam Yasharala. Kwam Yasharala after everything you said at camp. Kwam Yasharala. You ain't even done reading yet. He's saying Kwam Yasharala. He excited. But he's trying to make you, he actually trying to make you think he's excited. But really, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to get in, try to make you feel comfortable with him. Then he gonna cause confusion. That's what agents do. And that because a false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out liberty, which we have in Yahweh Shah, that they might bring us into bondage. So you have, like I said, you have people come in these camps, or just in general into this truth, not really into this thing. They come in to spy out stuff. They come in to be a spy, right? To get all the inside information, man. Letting the people know what's going on at the feast days. Letting them know where our next camp going to be at. And all the stuff that we saying to him, he taking it back to the so-called white man, even though they already hear us through our phones, right? But the agents really use to cause confusion. They cause confusion amongst the camps and amongst the nation. That's what agents use for, man. And Paul just said, let me get it again, Galatians 2 and 4. And that because a false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in Christ Yahweh Shah, that they might bring us into bondage, right? So you have a lot of brothers and sisters that's not really into this thing, you know. They're not sincere in this thing. But we got to make sure, definitely prove a friend. Definitely prove a friend. Make sure that person that you have is sincere. That's why some camps, they go through, like, they're not going to just let you come into their camp. You know, you got to do stuff. You got to show yourself as you really sincere in this thing. You know, a lot of agents, they ain't gonna, if you put too much, if you put that pressure on them, they gonna fold. They gonna try to go to another camp that ain't doing all that, or another camp that ain't doing all that, so they can kind of sneak in there, right? Sneak in there, so, you know, so they don't have to do all that. But you will know, man. You will know. You might have one day it might be raining. He got the walkie-talkie, the little wire on under his shirt. One day it might start raining. You will hear it static, and you looking at it like, what's that noise? And you hear them walk. He got a wire under his shirt. Listen, trying to get the conversation what we talking about at camp or after camp when we link up. He's trying to get the conversation. He getting close to you, trying to lean close to you so the wire can hear what you're saying. Hey, it's a lot of agents in this truth, man. But this truth is a beautiful thing, because that's how you know this truth is real, right? That's how you know this truth is real, because Esau trying to get into it, right? Trying to hear everything we talking about, trying to get into our business. So this is a beautiful thing, man. But brothers and sisters, make sure when you come into this truth, just having in your mind that everybody not sincere in this thing. And I thought that when I first came into this truth, it still is a beautiful thing, but it was real, because I thought everybody in this truth was sincere. I thought everybody that had fringes on was sincere, but that's not the case, man. Everybody not sincere in this thing, because you have agents, you have false brethren. You gotta have false brethren. It's a just balance. You know, you gotta have brothers that's sincere, and you gotta have brothers that's not sincere. You gotta have that. Same thing with the sisters. Sisters that's sincere, sisters that's not sincere. The Lord deal with just balances, right? So you gotta have a just balance. Let me get this precept and I'm gonna close out. Let me get that just balance. Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So the Lord he deal with a just weight. You got light, you got darkness. You got tall, you got short. You got big and you got small, right? You know what I'm saying? You got smart, you got dumb. You got sincere and you got not sincere. It deals with a just balance. You got good and you got evil, right? You know what I'm saying? You got angels on the left-hand side, angels on the right-hand side. He deal with a just balance, man. Everything has a just balance. The same thing with this truth. This truth is a beautiful thing, but you know, it's a just balance. You gotta have them Judases, right? You gotta have them Judases, and that's within the nation, right? That's a just balance. And so with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I say Shalom, Kwame Shalom.